Like it's got double yellow lines. Who the fuck's going to park down here? Alright, so I am on a Ducati Scrambler. It's a really fun little bike, this. 800cc, V-twin. And yeah, so we're just going to head back from Weston-super-Mare and probably head off down Cheddar Gorge. I mean, this is kind of like the entry-level Ducati. It's kind of, you know, for sort of new riders, younger riders, and it's not a balls-to-the-wall sports bike, but it's a lot of fun. And despite the fact that it's not incredibly powerful and you've got quite a low seat height and basic brakes and stuff, it's really dynamically very good. It's really lightweight, so it's an absolute hoot just throwing this thing around. The tyres are, well, they're kind of like those sort of semi-knobbly type sort of tyres, almost like adventure bike tyres. Quite a big profile on the rear, massive sidewalls. But it rides really well. Come on guys, you're going to get overtaken by a guy on a fucking hipster bike. I'm just going to have to find someone to overtake these guys, aren't I? It's funny, these tyres are like sort of semi-knobbly, but they still grip pretty well. Again, I can't slide my bum around, it keeps sticking to the seat. You can trail brake quite well. You can really take liberties with this thing. Oh, you've got to watch out with goats as well. You get goats in this road. Meh. Goats are pretty well behaved generally around here. I think it's sort of just enough power really for this sort of road. I think if you gave this bike any more grunt, it would kind of lose part of what it's supposed to be, really. I keep scraping my feet around the corners. All the instruments are a bit strange. I'm not really sort of used to those. Like the indicators are, it's okay, but it's a bit flimsy, and you just push this little button here to cancel, and the button to go left and right. There's a little bit of a click, but there's not a definitive click like you get with a lot of Japanese bikes. I'm not too keen on the dial as well. It looks really nice, and the Speedo's nice and big, and you can see that, but the rev counter's sort of tucked in underneath, and you can't really see it that well. It's really small. There's not a lot of vibrations coming through. There's a little bit through the pegs at low revs, but that's to be expected. It's a 90-degree V-twin, or L-twin as they call it. Alright. Pegs down. Yeah, this doesn't have the best ground clearance really. It's got plenty of torque coming out the corners though. It's really good fun. Really nice power delivery. Really predictable, but and you get a nice engine noise as well once you start revving it out. Oops, that's the gear there. This is fun. To be honest, I don't think most people who buy this bike probably aren't going to be riding it like this. They're just going to be sort of bimbling around on it really, but it does it. It will. You can be a bit of a hooligan with this. I mean, I'm not being too ridiculous, but getting a move on, trying to anyway. For these sort of roads and this sort of riding, it feels pretty much spot on. It'd be nice to see what it'd be like with some different tyres. Be careful with cyclists as well. I love this shit, man. When there's just no one else out here, and you got the road to yourself, and you got a reasonably quick bike. This is it, man. There's not much else that I like better in the world than an open road and a nice bike. Jump on this bike and just go as fast as you want, straight away pretty much. It's so easy to get on with. Yeah, this is actually my first ride on a Ducati, and I'm sure a lot of Ducati purists will probably say that's not a real Ducati, it's not a proper Ducati. Well, maybe, maybe not. But it's a great bike, whatever you think of it. Generally, everyone seems to like it. Like earlier on at the bike meet, it was getting a lot of looks and a lot of attention from all kinds of people. It's not a bike that seems to sort of divide opinion. Everyone just really seems to like it. I'm gonna get this guy though, am I? Yeah, this corner down here, a lot of bikes have crashed on this corner. A lot of bikes. I was speaking to the paramedic. They say they get about 3-4 accidents a week down here. And considering this isn't a particularly busy road, that's quite a lot. So yeah, I tend to take it a little bit easier down this road now after hearing that. He's cute. Cute cows. It's got a wonky antler. Antler? Horn. I don't know. Take it slow through the villages. I don't want to be too antisocial. It's not a very antisocial bike, to be honest. Everyone seems to love this thing. Everyone kind of looks at it and goes, "Aww." Everyone wants to like pinch its cheeks and stuff. It is very cute. Oh, I'm in neutral. Yeah, I must admit, like, the gearbox is a little bit clunky. Look at these fucking bugs, man. You can't really see it on my camera, but still look at the camera. The camera covered in bugs. The camera looks okay, but my visor is covered in bugs. I'm just staring through a load of corpses right now. It's really good with V-twins because you can just stick it in one gear and just roll on and off the throttle. There's still plenty of torque to sort of pull you around, so. It's not like a sort of, you know, a Sport 600 or something where inline 4 where you sort of really have to rev the hell out of it. Just again, it just makes it really easy to ride, quite relaxing to go quite quickly on. Oh, I've got bloody bugs inside my helmet now flying around. I think I just swallowed one. Oh well. Bit of protein, it's alright. I must admit, the noise has grown on me. Like, once you rev it out of it, it does actually sound quite nice, even with the stock can. It would blatantly sound a lot nicer with a nice Termi pipe or something like that on it, but it's nice, you get that little, that nice sort of V-twin bark once you sort of rev it out. It's just at low revs it sounds a bit anemic. Everything's red, man. There's like a red hue to everything because of the sun behind. It's probably riding into the sun, it's a lot more attractive, but I need to get home. It's very pretty out tonight. It's a lovely night. This is probably one of the nicest days we've had this year so far, so it's nice to actually have a day off and ride a few bikes. I like this little bike. It's fun. It's a happy little bike. It's perfect sort of first bike, really. I think it's totally sort of non-threatening, but it's got enough character and enough sort of performance that I don't think you'd get bored of it too quickly. I think you probably learn quite a lot riding a bike like this if you were starting out. You know, a lot of people buy like Bandits and things like that as the first big bike. To be honest, they're shit. Just like they don't handle, they don't brake very well, the engine's gutless, and it just doesn't really have a lot of character or a lot of, you know, enough interesting things about it to keep you interested. I had one as a first bike, Bandit 600, and it's only after I rode other bikes I was just like, oh right, so that's why people get so excited about motorbikes. I just assumed they were all shit and boring. But yeah, this has got a bit of character. It's got something a bit different about it than all your sort of run-of-the-mill learner bikes. So yeah, let's take it into the city, see what it's like as an urban commuter, urban scratcher, whatever you want to call it, because that's kind of really what this thing was, I guess, sort of designed for. And certainly that's what it's kind of aimed at. It's the sort of urban city rider. But I've not really been doing any of that today, so we should probably take it in its natural environment and see how it does. In the urban jungle, that is Bristol. Actually, I should have probably turned around. In fact, I'm going to turn around. And go down this way. Just because it's a bit more interesting. You can see a little bit of this city, rather than just see me driving through boring green lanes and fields and trees and shit. Let's go through the tunnel, see what it sounds like in the tunnel. Everything sounds good in a tunnel. Yeah, sounds alright. Hasn't got enough rasp though for my liking. Could do with more rasp. Cheeky shortcut. Oh, what? It's not a shortcut anymore. That sucks. And it just stinks of piss down here. This is getting narrower and narrower. Like it's got double yellow lines. Who the fuck's going to park down here?